So it's about 2:30 in the morning and I'm still awake, so I figured I would go ahead and do my 22nd week update, seeing as I can't sleep because I have like really bad leg cramps going on right now and heartburn, and even though I'm really tired, I just cannot fall asleep. So I'd had a doctor's appointment on Monday and I had to drive about 2 hours to get there, and it was a high-risk doctor and stuff, and I spent about an hour and a half in an ultrasound room, and that was like the most detailed ultrasound I've had done yet. Like, that was even more detailed than my anatomy one, when we found out that it was a girl. Basically, she took pictures of all the baby's organs, and she had issues with her cooperating. She wouldn't be still, and then finally she decided, I guess, that she wore herself out, and she laid down on her back to take a nap. And that was like at the point when the tech was needing to look at her spine and take pictures of it, so she had to like tilt the table all the way back and make me roll over and jab at my belly with that wand thing, trying to wake her up and get her to move again and roll over, that way we could see her spine. And she finally got her to roll over, and everything that she looked at, everything she took pictures of, was completely normal. She spent the most time probably definitely looking at the spine, and she just went down it in like segments, like looking at it and taking pictures of it and stuff, and they could not find any openings in her spine anywhere. Like, there are none. There's nothing abnormal. And I was told that a lot of times, like, if a baby has a spinal defect, it'll have other issues, like other things will be wrong with it that'll show up in the ultrasound, like its brain. Like, they can kind of tell, like, its brain will be messed up, and possibly heart. Sometimes they might have like cleft feet or cleft palate, and everything on her is completely normal. So after that, I spoke with like their genetic counselor, who went over the results of that screening and why I wound up having to go there. And basically, their ultrasounds, from what I was told, are 98% effective in finding openings in the spine. So she has a 2% chance of having a closed opening, which can't be detected. And if she has a closed like fissure or tumor or anything like that, a break in her spinal cord, then it's probably like the spina bifida, and it's the occult, which is like really rare and mild. And they told me that a lot of people like live well into adulthood and they never know they have it until they get like maybe a back injury and they get x-rays or something like that done, and then they find out that way that they've been living with it all their lives and never had a problem from it. So I'm not worried about that. What they were concerned about is my HCG levels are still really high. They're like 1.5 over what normal is, and my alpha blah 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 levels were high too. So they said that it could possibly be like her placenta might not be functioning, it might not be providing enough nutrients, or it could just be how my body naturally reacts to the pregnancy. And they've decided that I'm going to have ultrasounds every 4 weeks to monitor her growth and make sure she's gaining weight and stuff, and that her measurements are correct, which I don't think, I mean, I'll do it because they want me to, but I don't think her growth is going to be an issue, because at the ultrasound where we found out that she was a girl, and they did the anatomy scan the first time around and stuff at my regular OBGYN, she weighed in at 10 ounces, and on Monday she weighed in at 14. So that was a gain of 4 ounces in like not even 2 weeks. I think that's pretty impressive. So I don't feel like she's gonna have a problem with that. I think that she's growing and she's normal and she's healthy, and she's definitely very active lately. They also told me that once I get in the third trimester, I'll have to go and heartburn, sorry. I'll have to go and see the OBGYN twice a week to get monitored, to just check my blood pressure and everything and make sure everything's okay. I'm going to have to do stress tests along to monitor my heart rate and hers and any contractions. I think basically what I understand right now, their biggest concerns for me is that maybe her placenta is not functioning, or that maybe um, might wind up going into like premature labor with her, and they don't want her to be early. They've pushed her due date up even further now from what it was, just to be safe. Like, I think if it came down to it, they would let me have her like late rather than induce me or anything like that, just to give her more time. And I was told, that if she has this defect, then it's already there and there's nothing that can be done about it, because it would have developed within the first month. Because now basically all that's happening with her is her lungs are maturing and stuff like that, and she's preparing for life outside the womb, and she's going to be gaining weight for the last half of the pregnancy, and that's about all that's left to do. Um, so for now, I get to go back to my regular OBGYN. But if any more problems come up, any more blood work, any just the slightest little thing, it'll send me back to Fort Sanders, and I'll be like permanently seeing them for my prenatal care for as long as I need. And so they've definitely put me in that high risk category just because of those test results, even though they think it was a false positive with me. I've got an appointment with my OBGYN on the 11th of December. That's just a regular checkup. And they told me I have to do that sugar test thing. And I've heard that that thing's really gross. I've had one of my friends tell me, like, they make you drink this really nasty, sugary concoction, and it's just overpowering, and they make you stay there for a while. And I was told to expect not to, like, get out of there as quick as we normally do, which, honestly, never get out of there that quick. I did make some decisions, though, about the woman, like, the nurse practitioner that I saw the last time I was there when my Dr. Angie wasn't available, and the one that called me and informed me about the possibility of a defect a week after she had the results back from my blood work. And I told them that I don't want to see her anymore. I do not want her to call me and present me with any test results ever again. Like, find somebody else. She's definitely the most unprofessional person I've ever had to deal with in the medical field. Um, all I know is I feel like she told me all this stuff to freak me out on purpose and make me worry, when it's looking like that whole test was actually nothing at all. Like, they didn't find anything, so I'm just gonna go along the lines of she's fine. Um, so me and Sam we're pretty good right now, I guess. My biggest concern is he needs to find a job, and he's been calling McDonald's, and they're supposed to be apparently seeing if they need any more people right now, and I really hope so, because I don't see myself going back to work until after this baby's born. I finalized everything with school today. I went and talked to financial aid, admissions, and the advisory center. That way I can take the spring semester off, because it's not feasible to go, really. I'm going to have the baby in like the middle of the semester, and teachers' policies on absences are different, so I might have a professor who wouldn't want to work with me about missing school and stuff. And seeing as in the third trimester I'm going to be going twice a week to the OBGYN, I might wind up having to go back to Fort Sanders some, and I've got my endocrinologist to go to too on top of that. I don't see how I can get everything done. And I've got to get some work done in my house. We've got to get it ready for the baby. I've got the nursery to worry about. There's some like minor things around the house that just needs to get squared away before she gets here. That way it's not afterwards and I'm all stressed about it. And plus, I really don't know what to expect with myself. I know everybody's saying, oh, the second trimester is when you feel the best, and I basically just feel worse than I did in the first. I'm tired all the time. I and what's really sad is I'm so tired and I can't ever sleep. Like last night, I woke up every 2 hours, no joke, because I would wake up, I would be really super thirsty, and then because I would go upstairs and drink like 2 glasses of water or 2 of juice or 2 of milk or 2 of something, anything in the fridge, I'd wind up waking up again and have to go to the bathroom, and then I'd be thirsty again and do it all over all night long. Which it's really a nuisance to not sleep much. The leg cramps are definitely getting worse, and I feel like I've got like a kangaroo pouch strapped to my stomach, and I'm collecting rocks as the weeks go by. And I don't know. It's like I see a few I like, pick them up, plop them in the pouch, and nobody's helping me carry the pouch. So it's not that it's painful, but like the weight on my belly is starting to get uncomfortable at times, and I've definitely been, I don't know, kind of like a roller coaster, I guess, of emotions. And I feel really bad for Sam sometimes because I will snap at him. And like we went to Walmart tonight, and the way he pushed the buggy got on my nerves. It's pretty bad when it's bad. Sometimes I'm pretty mean to him, and I feel bad about it. And that's like I'll snap at mom too, and basically everybody. But I guess considering now, oh, heartburn sucks so bad. Considering I've spent like going on 15 minutes doing this, I'm going to quit and hopefully maybe put this thing together and put it up tonight, if not tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to watch Finding Nemo and go to sleep because I'm so tired, and I have a 9:30 a.m. class, which means I have to get up 8:30 and get ready and be gone by 9. But I guess I will show my belly really quick and then I'm going to sleep. Oh gosh. Oh, I just knocked my lamp. I knocked that thing over last night too. Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Here's my belly. Getting bigger. Oh, jeez. Like I said, I mean, I've had these stretch marks now since pretty much the beginning, where I started gaining weight really fast, and I kind of didn't notice it. And I kind of had stretch marks before anyway, so I really don't care about those. The way I see it, they're just a part of it, and I'll deal with it. But that's that, and we're thinking that eventually, here in maybe a month, maybe 2, my belly button will pop, because like I can stick my finger in it and I can feel like the inside of it starting to poke out inside of it, if that makes any sense. But oh gosh, if I don't fall off my bed, that's it.